What do you call father in Chinese?
爸爸，爸爸，爸爸。
What do you call mother in Chinese?
妈妈，妈妈，妈妈。
How do you say can, to be able to, in Chinese?
会，会，会。
How do you say speak, to say, in Chinese?
说，说，说。
How do you say speak Chinese, in Chinese?
说汉语，说汉语，说汉语。
How do you say can you speak Chinese, in Chinese?
你会说汉语吗？你会说汉语吗？你会说汉语吗？
How do you say I can speak Chinese, in Chinese?
我会说汉语。我会说汉语。我会说汉语。
How do you say I can't speak Chinese, in Chinese?
我不会说汉语。我不会说汉语。我不会说汉语。
How do you say does your father speak Chinese, in Chinese?
你爸爸会说汉语吗？你爸爸会说汉语吗？你爸爸会说汉语吗？
How do you say he can speak Chinese, in Chinese?
他会说汉语。他会说汉语。他会说汉语。
How do you say to write, in Chinese?
写，写，写。
How do you say character, word, in Chinese?
字，字，字。
How do you say Chinese character, in Chinese?
汉字，汉字，汉字。
How do you say write Chinese characters, in Chinese?
写汉字，写汉字，写汉字。
How do you say can you write Chinese characters, in Chinese?
你会写汉字吗？你会写汉字吗？你会写汉字吗？
How do you say I can write Chinese characters, in Chinese?
我会写汉字。我会写汉字。我会写汉字。
How do you say can your mother write Chinese characters, in Chinese?
你妈妈会写汉字吗？你妈妈会写汉字吗？你妈妈会写汉字吗？
How do you say she can't write Chinese characters, in Chinese?
她不会写汉字。她不会写汉字。她不会写汉字。
How do you say how, in Chinese?
怎么？怎么？怎么？
How do you say to read in Chinese?
读读读
How do you say, how do you read this character in Chinese?
这个字怎么读？这个字怎么读？这个字怎么读？
How do you say, how do you write this character in Chinese?
这个字怎么写？这个字怎么写？这个字怎么写？
How do you say dish, cuisine in Chinese?
菜菜菜
How do you say Chinese food in Chinese?
中国菜中国菜中国菜
How do you say to make, to produce in Chinese?
做做做
How do you say cook Chinese food in Chinese?
做中国菜做中国菜做中国菜
How do you say, can you cook Chinese food in Chinese?
你会做中国菜吗？你会做中国菜吗？你会做中国菜吗？
How do you say, I can't cook Chinese food in Chinese?
我不会做中国菜。我不会做中国菜。我不会做中国菜。
How do you say, can your mother cook Chinese food in Chinese?
你妈妈会做中国菜吗？你妈妈会做中国菜吗？你妈妈会做中国菜吗？
How do you say, she can cook Chinese food in Chinese?
她会做中国菜。她会做中国菜。她会做中国菜。
How do you say, very, quite, in Chinese?
很很很
How do you say, delicious, tasty, in Chinese?
好吃好吃好吃
How do you say, is Chinese food delicious, in Chinese?
中国菜好吃吗？中国菜好吃吗？中国菜好吃吗？
How do you say, Chinese food is delicious, in Chinese?
中国菜很好吃。中国菜很好吃。中国菜很好吃。
How do you say, I'm fine, thank you, in Chinese?
我很好，谢谢你。我很好，谢谢你。我很好，谢谢你。
How do you say, English, in Chinese?
英语，英语，英语。
How do you say, French language, in Chinese?
法语，法语，法语。
How do you say, Japanese language, in Chinese?
日语，日语， 日语
How do you say, please, in Chinese?
请请请
How do you say, to ask, to inquire, in Chinese?
问问问
How do you say, excuse me, in Chinese?
请问请问请问
How do you say, month, in Chinese?
月月月
How do you say, February, in Chinese?
二月二月二月
How do you say, May, in Chinese?
五月五月五月
How do you say, January, in Chinese?
一月一月一月
How do you say, March, in Chinese?
三月三月三月
How do you say, November, in Chinese?
十一月十一月十一月
How do you say, June, in Chinese?
六月六月六月
How do you say, April, in Chinese?
四月四月四月
How do you say, August, in Chinese?
八月八月八月
How do you say, October, in Chinese?
十月十月十月
How do you say, July, in Chinese?
七月七月七月
How do you say, September, in Chinese?
九月九月九月
How do you say, December, in Chinese?
十二月十二月十二月
How do you say, week, in Chinese?
星期星期星期
How do you say, Tuesday, in Chinese?
星期二星期二星期二
How do you say, Monday, in Chinese?
星期一星期一星期一
How do you say, Friday, in Chinese?
星期五星期五星期五
How do you say Thursday in Chinese?
星期四，星期四，星期四。
How do you say Sunday in Chinese?
星期日，星期天，星期日，星期天。
How do you say Saturday in Chinese?
星期六，星期六，星期六。
How do you say Wednesday in Chinese?
星期三，星期三，星期三。
How do you say today in Chinese?
今天，今天，今天。
How do you say yesterday in Chinese?
昨天，昨天，昨天。
How do you say tomorrow in Chinese?
明天，明天，明天。
How do you say number in Chinese?
号，号，号。
How do you say number one in Chinese?
一号，一号，一号。
How do you say May 1st in Chinese?
5月1号，5月1号，5月1号。
How do you say what's the date today in Chinese?
今天是几月几号？今天是几月几号？今天是几月几号？
How do you say today is May 16th in Chinese?
今天是5月16号。今天是5月16号。今天是5月16号。
How do you say what's the date for tomorrow in Chinese?
明天是几月几号？明天是几月几号？明天是几月几号？
How do you say tomorrow is May 17th in Chinese?
明天是5月17号。明天是5月17号。明天是5月17号。
How do you say what was the date yesterday in Chinese?
昨天是几月几号？昨天是几月几号？昨天是几月几号？
How do you say yesterday was May 15th in Chinese?
昨天是5月15号。昨天是5月15号。昨天是5月15号。
How do you say what day is it today in Chinese?
今天星期几？今天星期几？今天星期几？
How do you say today is Tuesday in Chinese?
今天星期二。今天星期二。今天星期二。
How do you say, what day is tomorrow, in Chinese?
明天星期几？明天星期几？明天星期几？
How do you say, tomorrow Wednesday, in Chinese?
明天星期三。明天星期三。明天星期三。
How do you say, what day was yesterday, in Chinese?
昨天星期几？昨天星期几？昨天星期几？
How do you say, yesterday Monday, in Chinese?
昨天星期一。昨天星期一。昨天星期一。
How do you say, birthday, in Chinese?
生日。生日。生日。